Hey guys, this is Sean with the Rhinestone World. Today we're going to cover the smoothing tool. So this smoothing tool we haven't used too often, but this tool will actually make it very easy to smooth out some of these corners or sharp edges in your design. Now sometimes, we're looking for that sharp edge. It looks really good, but when we go to weed these designs, because it's that sharp point, sometimes when we go to weed it, it can be very difficult. So what we're going to do is use the smoothing tool to kind of smooth out some of these really sharp edges, and then it's when we go to weed this, it's going to make it a lot easier with those rounded edges rather than these sharp points. So over here underneath your pointer, you'll have your shape tool, and underneath that you'll see the smooth option. So go ahead and drop that down, and now you'll see the circle. So that's going to be where it's going to smooth out our design, and then you'll see the pointer in the center of that circle. Now to adjust the circle up at the top left here, you'll see the nib size. So if you want to increase that circle, you can just click this button, or you can just type in the size you would like, and then you'll see how that circle is going to be, how that circle is going to grow, and it's going to hit more than just that one area with the smaller circle. So the bigger the circle, the more it will affect. Next to the circle size, you'll have the speed or the rate. So the higher this is, the quicker it will make the adjustments. The lower the number, the slower it will. So we'll go ahead and run through this a little bit just so we can see how this works. So let's go ahead and make it closer to about 0.25. And maybe a little bit smaller. Let's do 0.1. And so you'll see our circle size change. Now we're about 51, so let's go low right now just so we can really see this. So when I select my object, so that's the first thing we want to do is just make sure our object is selected. So go ahead and click that with your pointer. And then we'll go ahead and choose our smooth option. So you can see my object is still selected. And then I'm just going to kind of click in that area, and you'll see how it just smoothed out our edges just like that. So we don't want to hold it too long, just a few seconds, and you'll see that pointed edge just turn just like that. So that's kind of what we're looking for in our design. You can see when we zoom out, you won't really see a difference in the look of our design, but weeding wise, it's going to make it a lot easier. So if we go ahead and increase our circle size just a little bit, and now we're just going to speed up our rate. So when it's higher like this, we really just have to kind of left click and just go through our design, and now we can affect all these at once. So as I go through it, you'll see that node highlight. You're just going to hover over for a few seconds, and then when I zoom in, you can see how all those sharp edges have been toned down. So the longer you hold it, the more you'll see that become a dull rounded edge. So especially with smaller objects, this tool is really going to help, especially with the weeding process. So right now our wreath is set to a little under 5 inches. So in those little tight areas, because it's smoothed out with our smoothing tool, it's going to make it a lot easier to weed and then save us a little bit of time. Again, you'll see our right side is still the sharp edges, and down here we have those nice smooth sides. So again, it will look a little bit nicer with the sharp edges, but when you have the finished product, you're really not going to see that much, and it's going to make it a lot easier to weed the final product. Again, this was Sean with the Rhinestone World. If you guys have any additional questions, give us a call at 941-755-1696 or shoot us an email at info@therhinestoneworld.com. Have a great day.